hearts, from the heat of combined hearts, as passion pervades into the inner workings of life. Around two lovers, rotating worlds create peaceful collisions, and dimensions implode from the pressure. Fingertips of the universe caress, as love and compassion collapse upon themselves. And animatedly, while all around the night faints upon fluorescent supermarkets that never close, and delinquent lovers go walking in the neon hours of the morning. For unpublished confessional poetry denies a scandal and denies a scene. This is a song played on the radio at 1 in the morning, when only you were listening.
Years and miles and through, on a good day you can feel my love for you. Would you maybe so that I can stage through the path that you have chosen? I sat by your side, by the water. You taught me the names of the stars overhead that I wrote down in my ledger, though all I knew of the road universe were those Pleiades blues in December. I promised you I'd set them to burst, so I always remember.
Sail around, rooms to let 50 cents. No phones, no food, no beds. I ain't got no cigarettes, but it's a 2 hours of pushing room buys and 8 to 12 4-bedroom mama. Man, no need, find no me. King of the roads, crowded, Asia's too old. Africa's far too hot and Canada's too cold. South America's stole our name. Let's drop the big one, there'll be no one left to blame us. Save Australia. Don't want to hurt no kangaroo. We're building our American amusement park there. They got surfing too. So to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that. In the morning, when I commute, I'm a mild-mannered man. Business suit. When I go home at the end of my day, all these other cars stacked up in my way. I pull up behind them, pull out my pistol, I blow them away. When I drive my car, I want to go fast. Oh, but this other car won't let me pass. Just flash my lights on my horn. Gotta consider it one.
Hibernation. The taxpayer roars his disapproval over derivatives, credit default swaps, and securities that not one person in the world can understand. The market knows only that these toxins preclude recovery, that it could stop the economy's heart, a depression. Although it is unlikely, the chance of depression occurring, no one blames the taxpayer for his anger. After all, he expects a later recovery of his investment as Social Security and its derivatives. But now, with the turmoil of the stock market, he fears the loss of his gym. The dogs are on the basement stairs and coming up. Their eyeballs roll, their blonde legs burn like brush. The librarian begins to stamp her feet and weep. She does not understand. When I get on my knees and lick her hand, she screams. I am a new man. I snarl at her, bark. I romp with joy in the bookish dark. This is the one song everyone would like to learn. The song that is irresistible. The song that forces men to leap overboard in squadrons even though they see the beached skulls. The song that Nobody knows because anyone who's heard is dead and the others can't remember. Shall I tell you the secret? And if I do, will you get me out of this bird suit? I don't enjoy it here squatting on this island looking picturesque and mythical with these issues. The fall of my thumb and dumb as eyes, ebon in the hedges, fat with blue-red juices. These they squander on my fingers. I have not asked for such a blood sisterhood. They must love me. They accommodate themselves with my milk bottle, flattening their sides. Overhead were the troughs in black, cacophonous flocks, bits of burnt paper wheeling in a blown sky. Theirs is the only voice, protesting. Somewhere I read that high and low notes disappear from the human voice in the telephone, too expensive to send. But I pay for the lost inflection of my mother's call. She says my father wakes up sweating, the whole front of his pajamas sopping wet. Maybe her tone could have told me, don't worry, or isn't this strange? But she hurries on. I'm afraid to ask why, for remembering something dark she's avoiding, the side effect of his new drug, or the final shape of their marriage. Shades of your eyes, the sudden soprano's entrance, caramel melting, mingling with the bass's heavy cream. We sway in the French. I understand and I do not. Je veux, I want. But now I mean I lack. There is an absence. In a language of hands, to wish is the hunger, is to split your chest in two. Again, he was also on the spiritual path, repeating 1,000 times a day, I am a good person, my body is pure, I will not die. I am a good person, my body is pure, I will not die. And as he guides him through the words, watching them move sore and hurting through the mouth, the oil matting his hair, the crystal on fire at his throat, choking on the chant, I am a good person, my body is pure, I will not die. And tomorrow wouldn't be nearly so hot. He'd search all damn day if he had to. And headlines screamed at him in the supermarket tabloid, Chinese